In my previous video, I showed a simplified version of the option chain. After reading the comments, I received criticism from advanced traders about how the prices of the in-the-money options were not accurate. I'll dabble into intrinsic value in one of the examples later in this video, but intrinsic and extrinsic value are concepts I'll get into in more detail in future videos. The point of showing the option chain was to explain how the strikes are in ascending order and how the option premiums are displayed on a per share basis. Now, I certainly don't want to mislead beginners, especially if you're analyzing the chain, and I do apologize for that. So in this video, the option chain will have more accurate pricing. Before we go further, what exactly is a call option? By definition, the buyer of a call option has the right, but not the obligation, to buy 100 shares of stock at a predetermined price by a particular date. This means the seller of the call option is obligated to sell 100 shares of stock at the predetermined price at any time throughout the duration of the contract. The covered call. This is a very powerful strategy and one of the most popular strategies used with options to generate income on shares of stock. So what exactly is a covered call? You own 100 shares of stock and you want to earn additional income on your shares. You can do this by selling a call against your 100 shares of stock. You do this to reduce the cost basis of your shares. I'm going to show you 3 different scenarios of the covered call. Scenario number 1, stock XYZ is currently trading at $155 per share. So you would buy 100 shares at $155, meaning your cost basis on the shares is $155 per share. Next, you would sell a call against your stock. We're going to pick the 160 strike call for $4 in premium, and we'll just say it expires in 30 days. Let's say the stock goes to 160 by expiration. Your call would be at the money. Since it did not go past 160, it is not in the money, meaning the call has no intrinsic value. The call would just expire worthless. You would keep the $4 in premium, and you would also see a $5 gain on the stock. So you would have a total profit of $9 or $900 total. That is how the trade works if you break down the spread into individual legs. Since we are entering the trade as a whole, let's go over the trade as one piece. As you know, this trade as a whole is a covered call. Since we entered the position by buying 100 shares of stock at $155 per share and selling the call for $4 in premium, our net entry price is $151 per share. Since the stock increased to $160 per share, that's how we got the $900 gain. Scenario number 2, stock XYZ is currently trading at $155, but this time it goes to $170 by expiration. This is where selling a call will limit your profit potential. The stock gained 15 points, but since the stock is above the strike, the call now has intrinsic value, or in this case 10 points of intrinsic value. Once the stock goes past your short strike, you're going to lose most if not all the profits on the stock. Since the call has 10 points of intrinsic value, or it's in the money by 10 points, your call will be down by 10 points. Since you sold it for 4 points and it's now down 10 points, you'll have a 6-point loss on the call. This will result in a 15-point gain on the stock, but a 6-point loss on the call, netting you 9 points. Scenario number 3, stock XYZ is currently at $155 per share, but this time it goes down to $140 by expiration. The stock would be down 15 points, but the call would expire worthless, giving you a 4-point gain. This would result in a net loss of 11 points or $1,100, so it's not all fun and games doing the covered call. So let's do a quick recap on all this. The covered call does have its pros and cons. This is a great strategy to reduce the cost basis on 100 shares of stock, and it works well in a bull or sideways market. But remember, you are controlling 100 shares of stock, so if the stock sells off, your P&L may be down. If the stock does sell off, you can always hold on to the stock for the longer term, unlike buying a call which has an expiration date, and we'll get into that in the next video. If you're a beginner to options, I hope you found this video helpful. If you're an advanced trader, I will get into more advanced strategies. I just want to cover the basics first. But please like, comment, and subscribe.